Could you imagine that Christ did that, put that ear back on? I mean, these men seen things that were just unmistakably and undeniably that they were God, walking with God. And then it came the time that Jesus Christ knew that he had to go to the cross. And the Bible says that night that he sweat blood as he prayed, if this cup could pass. You know, some of us are in times of trouble, but have you ever prayed and blood came out of your pores? I don't think so. You know, we feel we've been up against it so many times, but I want to tell you, Jesus Christ understands what it is to be up against it. That's why this Bible is going to be the greatest judge of the world. Because we're not going to be able to have a story of our own and say, Jesus, you just didn't understand. You didn't understand what I went through. The Father in heaven understood the loss of a son when they killed Christ. Some of you have lost children and say, my God, prophet, you don't know the pain. Every day I get up with terrible pain thinking about my son. Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell him that I loved him. Oh, I wanted to tell him, but I never got a chance. I know I'm speaking to somebody today. I see the first name of this child with an A. I don't see it completely. I want to tell you that child made it into heaven. I don't understand how, who, and why, but he made it into heaven. I hope I could relieve you of that, knowing that he is in a better place than you could imagine. And if he was here right now, Mom, here's what he would say. Mom, don't miss heaven. Mom, don't miss heaven. Mom, don't miss heaven. Don't fall into the captivity of this world. And I believe that was for somebody that really needed to hear that. You see, when I start to preach, it goes through my body like electrical current when I'm on a topic. That's one of the things when I left heaven I felt God put in me. It's like an electrical current goes through my body as I'm preaching. And God says, stay on this topic. Well, he doesn't come out of heaven and tell me to stay on this topic. He just puts a charge in my battery that I could sense that I'm on the right thing. And you know, from practicing it, I knew that it was a gift. And I want to tell you that if that's touched your life, Mom, today, at the end of the program, you'll have my email address, my phone number, my address. Let me know what that meant to you. I'm also going to ask you if you want to send your prayer request, that I'm open for that. And I promise that if you do send your prayer request to P.O. Box 711, Coram, New York, 11727, I'll pray for them. I just want to go back to these 12 disciples. At the end, can you imagine this? Peter walks with Christ for 3 years. And when Jesus has to go to the cross, Peter goes and hides. And the religious group that thought they knew God, hear me, they thought they knew God. They're the ones that came up to Peter and said, Peter, where is the Christ? Where is the Christ? And Peter said, I don't even know who you're talking about. He actually lied 3 times. But before this happened, Christ told him that he was going to be asked this question. And when he asked this question 3 times, that he would hear a rooster crow. At the 3rd time, when that rooster crowed, Peter knew that Jesus Christ was not only God, but a prophet, God, everything in one. He knew that he did wrong. He knew that God seen everything. Now Judas, on the other hand, when they came looking for him, he told them where Christ was. And you know what he did it for? He did it for money. He actually took money and gave the whereabouts of where Christ is. Now, I know some of you have never heard this, but this is the truth. And the Bible says that when he did that, that condemnation came on him for how bad of a thing that he did, that he went and killed himself. He committed suicide. It cost him his life. And I want to tell you this, that today, Jesus Christ is a reality to you. I want to ask you to pray this prayer.